Hello, friends. Today we are dealing with second chapter, the prehistoric India and Harappan culture. In this chapter, we will see the evolution of different ages and the Harappan civilization. The prehistoric period had no written records to reconstruct the history, and the scientific technologies that we used to reconstruct this history was carbon dating and dendrochronology. What is carbon dating? It is based on measuring the loss of carbon in organic materials over a period of time. The another dating method is dendrochronology, and it is relied on tree ring dating. It is scientific method of dating tree rings to the exact year they were formed. So in this picture, we can see the different layers of tree rings, and the tree rings are divided into first year growth, rainy season, dry season, and the scar from forest fire. So by analyzing the formation of these rings, we can calculate the exact year of its origin. The prehistoric period is divided as Paleolithic period, Old Stone Age, Mesolithic period, Middle Stone Age, Neolithic period, New Stone Age, and finally the Metal Age. These are the four division of prehistoric period. And the Paleolithic age is also called as Old Stone Age, is generally located near water sources. The famous sites are the Swan Valley and Potwar Plateau on northwest India, the Shivalik Hills in North India, Bhimbeka in Madhya Pradesh, Karnool in Andhra Pradesh, Adamgarh Hill in Narmada Valley, Achirambakam near Chennai. And the old Stone Age people were hunter gatherers, so they used stone tools, hand sized and flaked off pebbles to hunt animals. And for hunting, they used a hard rock, a tool that is called as quartise. A few old Stone Age paintings have been found on rocks at Bhimbeka and other places. This period is calculated before 10,000 BC. And the Mesolithic or Middle Stone Age is calculated from 10,000 BC to 6,000 BC. It was a transitional phase between Paleolithic and Neolithic age. These Mesolithic sites were Langanj in Gujarat, Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. This Mesolithic age people used microliths, that means tiny stones, and during this age, a shift happened from big animal hunting to small animal hunting. They started using arrow and bows. People began to settle for long periods in an area. Is a key feature of this period. The Middle Stone Age people started primitive cultivation, domestication of animals, horticulture, that means cultivating plants, and from there we found some animal bones of dog, deer, boar, and ostrich. These were found in Mesolithic age. And the burials of the dead, along with some microliths and shells, have been practiced occasionally. Next one is Neolithic age or New Stone Age. It is calculated between 6000 BC to 4000 BC. So let's see what is the chief characteristic features of this age. First of all, they began practice of agriculture, domestication of animals. They began usage of polished tools, then manufactures of pottery, emergence of village communities, mud bricks houses constructed instead of grass huts. Wheels were used to make pottery. Pottery began use for cooking as well as storage of food grains. Large urns, that means vessels, were used as coffins for the burial of the dead. The cattle were begun to use for transportation and cultivation. And the people of Neolithic age used clothes made up of cotton and wool. The Neolithic people cultivated wheat, barley, rice, millet. In Neolithic people domesticated animals such as sheep, goat, cattle. When we compare with Paleolithic age and Mesolithic age, we can see the Neolithic age achieved much better way of life and developments. Then Neolithic remains were found from Kashmir Valley, Chirandan Bihar, Balan Valley in UP. Important Neolithic sites in South India were Maski, Brahmagiri, Hallur and Kodekal in Karnataka, Payampalli in Tamil Nadu, Uttanur in Andhra Pradesh. So we are moving on to Metal Age. This is also called as Chalcolithic Age. Copper and bronze came to be used. The next is use of stone tools was not given up. Some of microlithic tools were used. Generally, Chalcolithic culture flourished in river valleys. Harappan culture is considered as a part of Chalcolithic age. The South Indian river valleys where Chalcolithic people did farming were Krishna, Tungabhadra, Godavari, Pennar, Kaveri. Several bronze and copper objects, beads, terracotta figurines, and pottery were found at Payampalli in Tamil Nadu. It is site for both Neolithic and Chalcolithic age. Next is the Chalcolithic age is followed by Iron Age. Iron is referred to Iron is referred to in the Vedas. Iron Age of the Southern Peninsula is often related to megalithic burials. The burial pits were covered with large stones or megaliths. Things found in burial pits were blackened red pottery, iron hoes, and sickles. Important megalithic sites are Hallur and Maski in Karnataka, Nagarjunakonda in Andhra Pradesh, Adichanallur in Tamil Nadu. Then the Harappan, we are moving on to the Harappan civilization or the Indus Valley civilization. It is the earliest excavations in the Indus Valley were done at Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, Harappa in West Punjab and Mohenjo-daro in Sindh. It is called as Harappan civilization after the name of its first discovered site, Harappa. Important Harappan sites are Koth Diji in Sindh, Kalibangan in Rajasthan, Rubar in Punjab, Banawali in Haryana, Lothal, Sarkottada and Dholamira in Gujarat. Mohenjo-daro is the largest of all other Indus cities. And this is the Harappan cities and origin and evolution of Indus Valley civilization. So the Indus Valley civilization is also categorized into four, that is pre-Harappan, early Harappan, mature Harappan and late Harappan. So we can see what is pre-Harappan. This pre-Harappan stage is located in eastern Balochistan. Excavations at Mehrgarh, northwest of Mohenjo-daro, reveals existence of this period. Nomadic people began to lead a settled agricultural life in this pre-Harappan phase. Next is early Harappan. People began to live in large villages in the plains. There occurred growth of towns. Important early Harappan sites are Amri and Koth Diji. Mature Harappan. Great cities emerged during this phase. In early Harappans, we have seen that the emergence of towns, and when it comes to mature Harappan, the great cities were emerged. And site the Kalibangan founded elaborate towns planning and urban features. So the Kalibangan remains shows the features of urban planning. And late Harappan, decline of Harappan civilization started in this phase, and Lothal with its port was founded much later, and this Lothal was a trade emporium between Indus people and the remaining part of India as well as Mesopotamia. Salient features of the Harappan culture, it is nothing but town planning. Okay, the town planning was very well executed, and the features of the town planning was it is followed a grid system, that the city divided into several rectangular blocks. City had two divisions such as Citadel and Lower Town. They used burn bricks for construction. Absence of stone buildings is an important thing to remember. Drainage system is another feature of town planning in Harappan culture. Drainage was covered by stone slabs or bricks. This is how they divided their town. One is Citadel and the other one is Lower Town. Citadel is the administration center, and the Lower Town is believed as a place of where the common people lived. And Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Kalibangan each had citadels. The most important public place of Mohenjo-daro is Great Bath. So let's see the features of Great Bath. It has flight of steps at either end. There are side rooms for changing clothes. Floor of bath was made of burnt bricks. Water is drawn from a well um, from adjacent room. An outlet from one corner of the bath led to a drain. This great bath might have been used for ritual ceremony. The largest buildings in Mohenjo-daro is a granary. So see, this is the Great Bath in Mohenjo-daro. We can see the grid pattern. So the next one is economical life. There had great progress in agriculture, industry, craft, and trade. The main crops they cultivated were wheat and barley. Beside these crops, they cultivated sesame, mustard, and cotton. Animals that domesticated were sheep, goat, buffalo, and use of horse not yet firmly established. They hunted animals for food, including deer. Harappan metal craft included bronze and copper vessels, gold and silver ornaments. Pottery remains plain, and they colored it with red and black, and these potteries were found from a few of the sites. Harappan metal crafts included, we already said it, bronze and copper vessels and gold and silver ornaments. Then specialized groups of artisans include goldsmiths, brickmakers, stonecutters, weavers, board builders, and terracotta manufacturers. Now see Harappan trade. There had foreign trade conducted mainly between Mesopotamia, Afghanistan, Iran, and imported items were gold, copper, tin, semi precious stones, and they exported items such as wheat, barley, peas, oil seeds. These are the agricultural products and cotton goods, pottery, beads, terracotta figures, ivory products. They are finished products. Harappan social life. Both men and women worn beads. Women used to wear jewelry. Ornaments were made up of gold, copper, silver, bronze, semi precious stones. Use of cosmetics were common. Copper used to make spindles, needles, combs, fish hooks, and knives. For them, fishing was a regular occupation. Hunting and bullfighting were other pastimes. Little clay carts were made for children, and marbles, balls, dice used for games. Weapons that made of bronze and copper includes axes, spearheads, daggers, bows, arrows, etc. Next, see Harappan arts. Figure of dancing girl found from Mohenjo-daro reveals its workmanship. Two stone statues were found from Harappa. One represents back view of man and other one is a dancer. Pottery from Harappa is another specimen of fine arts. Pictorial motifs consist of geometrical patterns like horizontal lines, circles, leaves, plants, and trees in pottery painting shows another skill of art. On some pottery, we find figures of fish or peacock. So these are the key features of Harappan arts. This is the dancing girl image found from Mohenjo-daro. See the Harappan script, and it is not deciphered yet. Mostly the scripts were written from right to left, and they used a method called Bostrofidin method. That means writing in reverse direction in alternative lines. It was adopted in a few long seals. Few scholars believe that Harappan script might have written in Dravidian or Brahmi script. The Harappan religion, the chief male deity was Pashupati or Proto Shiva. It is represented in seals. Chief female deity was Mother Goddess. It is represented in terracotta figurines. And later time, they worshipped Linga, and they also worshipped trees and animals. And this is the image of Mother Goddess. And this is Pashupati, the Proto Shiva. Proto Shiva images were represented in seals as sitting in a yogic posture with three faces and two horns. He is surrounded by four animals facing different directions, and the animals are tiger, elephant, rhino, and buffalo. And two D's appear on his feet. So next is burial methods of Harappans. Cemeteries were discovered around few sites, including Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Kalibangan, Lothal, Rubar. Complete burial and post-cremation burials were popular at Mohenjo-daro. At Lothal, burial pits was lined with burnt bricks, indicating use of coffins. Pot burials, sometimes with pairs of skeletons, found at Lodal. Wooden coffins also found at Harappa. No clear evidences for practice of sati. How the decline of Harappan culture happened. So the scholars had a lot of doubts and they put forward different theories that they assumed that natural calamities like earthquake, flood, drought may caused the decline, or the invasions of Aryans caused the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. So thanks for watching this video.